How's it going, everyone? Dry FIFA here, and welcome to a brand new series, Manchester United Juniors Season 1, Episode number 1. Now, guys, this is going to be a little different. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this one as well. I know it's Manchester United, but it's going to be a little different, and of course, we'll get into that for you guys. Now, as you can see, to start this one off, guys, we see some transfer offer for Javier Hernandez, Danny Welbeck, and of course, De Gea. A lot of these players we're not looking to let go, and of course we also have an age cap on the players that we will look to bring into the club. Now Javier Hernandez is just on the border, to be honest, because the age group is 25. We'll be bringing no players older than 25, and since he's at 25 and he's a very good player, we decided, you know what, let's try and see if we can hold on to him. If a good offer comes in, then we might sell him and get someone a little younger. Now we also have an offer from us, of course, you can see Southampton there for one of our, very young, talented star, and Danny Welbeck, he's a good player. He's 22. I figure, you know what, let's hold on to him, see how he plays, and then of course, if we want to, we can send him at the end of the season. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed as well. And De Gea, that's not even a question, guys. We just can't sell him. He's just way too valuable. So we look to go into, of course, the transfer market, and we wanted to go ahead and, of course, going for one player that we know have definitely made the switch to, of course, Manchester United this season, or this upcoming season, as in Luke Shaw. We also wanted to go in for, as you can see there, Klein. He's 22, very young player. We wanted to get him as well. We also went in for, of course, Southampton's keeper, whatever his name is. Hopefully I'm not butchering that one. And of course, we also went in for Borussia Dortmund's player Eric Dormer. And of course, this guy is a pretty decent young talent. We wanted to definitely try and test the waters and see what we can get in the market. So we also went in for Matt Hummels, and one of the main reasons why, as you can see, guys, he's 24, very young, and he's a very, very quality footballer too as well. We also wanted to go and put an inquiry for Marco Reus. We're really debating if we should, because I don't want to get the same players we had before. In our previous Manchester United series, so we wanted to try and change it up a little bit. We also went in for Aubameyang, as you can see there. We also went in for Bender. These players are very talented players, very young too as well. So we wanted to go in for the youngest we possibly can. I know we have some young players as well, which we'll be looking to definitely play, and we won't be selling. We wanted to mix it a little bit with more talented and some more, players that are more just getting a trade in, to kind of give the team a nice balance. So we wanted to definitely go in and, of course, make an offer for, of course, this man, Ike Gundogan. He's just an outstanding player. So we decided to go with cleverly and, of course, offer them 8 mil and see if they'll go for it. Now, I think that's sufficient enough, but you can see, guys, they're looking to get 17 to 22 mil for him. Now, the next target was going to be David Alaba. And, of course, guys, I don't think if you're a Manchester United fan, if you're just a soccer fan in general, you should know who David Alaba is. And of course, just with that talk, you guys know that it's no surprise that I'm actually going in for him. And he's 21, very talented player. As you can see, they're looking for 17 to 23 mil as well. I'm going to play with the water a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and offer Patrice Evra, since he's a left back as well. And I'm going to go ahead and see if maybe we can offer somewhere close to what they were asking for as far as value goes, and see if we can, probably persuade them to let them go. You're getting a nice. I mean, Patrice Evra is a little bit past his age, past his prime, if I may. But nevertheless, I think he's still got some years in him. And of course, we'll see if we can offer that plus 9 mil and see what we get out of it. And then we really continue that going on, guys. Trying to get all the players we want to get as early as possible, so we can see where we stand in the transfer market. And of course, the next target for us was going to be Mario Götze. I was a bit skeptical if we should go in for him, but no one can really deny his talent. I didn't want to buy him, and then of course next season he start complaining about leaving, because as we know, he likes to jump ship. A little bit of punt there, but next, he's a very good talented player, so we wanted to definitely add him to the squad. So we went in and of course wanted to try and see if we can palm away from, of course, Bayern Munich as well. Now, these are the teams that we're going to be facing against, of course, guys. So we want to make sure we have a strong, at least a decent team that can hold their own, even though they're very young as well. So we wanted to make sure we put out a good team. So I went and offered 10 plus young for him and see if they'll go for that deal. We also wanted to go for Thiago. He's one that actually kind of scuffed Manchester United. At least there's a bit of a different stories, to be honest, because we heard he scuffed Manchester United, then we heard we didn't even put a bid in for him, and he was actually looking to come to Manchester United. So not quite sure how true that is, but we're going to go in for him anyway. He's 22, he's a very talented player. Of course, he plays for Bayern Munich as well. So we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and offer Carrick for him. Carrick is a bit older, for a 22-year-old. Plus, we're going to offer some funds for him, see if they'll go for it. We decided to go with 10, a little bit over the mark, because he's a very good player, and I think that can definitely prod him away. We'd love to have him in the squad, especially in midfield as well, because we don't have too much strong players in midfield, and that's one area we definitely want to get sorted out. Now, you guys should obviously know that I'll definitely try to go for Paul Pogba. He's a ridiculous player for his age, and of course it'd just be ridiculous for me not to go in for him, especially at his age. You see there, he's 20. Don't even know why Manchester United let him go. I know some of you guys are going to say, well, you know, Sir Alex Ferguson made a big mistake letting him go. To be honest, the guy was actually signed for Juventus for a while actually, and so he just, you know, he's already set and going, and you know, it's just, he's a young player. You can't tell the player that you're going to give him, you know, you can guarantee him play time when he hasn't really proven himself. He's proven himself now, but he wasn't quite doing it at Manchester United, but he definitely had the talent. So we wanted to put up 10 mil to see what they were going to say about the offer, see if we can play around with that a little bit and maybe palm away from, of course, Juventus. We also went in for El Shaarawy. He's definitely a player I enjoy watching. You guys should know, if you've been following this, you know, this series, and of course just my channel overall, I'm a big fan of AC Milan. In fact, they're the team I actually support in the Serie A. And of course, you can see we wanted to go for Stefan Shaarawy. He's a pretty good player, to be honest. We're going to go ahead and see if we can palm away from them. He's a young player as well, young talent. And of course, as you can see, guys, the pattern is I'm going for all the players that are less, you know, not past that 25 mark, because they're very, you know, very young, and I think we can grow up with them. If we want to sell them, we can sell them for a good price and possible buy younger players, and that's what we're looking to do. So that's the reason why the series is called Manchester United Juniors. Should be very interesting. Hopefully it is for you guys as well. Another player that I think is going to be outstanding, you guys saw his performance in the World Cup, is going to be, of course, Alex Sanchez from Barcelona. This is going to be a tough one, but we should be able to farm away, and of course we're going to go with Valencia for him to see how that one goes. Should be very interesting. We'll love to see how this goes. You can see we put all of the top players that we have in our squad, the older players anyway, on the transfer market. So we'll see who goes and who stays. Thank you guys for tuning to this first episode. Now, there's not too much going on, but be sure to stay tuned to see what goes on. Of course, hopefully you guys enjoy.